Ludwig had a lesson where if something is working, you do it over and over, but you mix in the new. And the trick with this that Ludwig taught me, and this is about to be clickbait. Thank you everybody for the commentary on League of Legends. I am straight trash, but we're gonna get into things. You know, comments I found are actually extremely helpful and friendly, and like I thought people were gonna be a lot more harsh. Turns out they're not. They're actually nice, and thank you guys for that. So I'm gonna go through my nightly routine. I just went climbing, so it's time to make a smoothie. So smoothie time. So I'm just gonna grab, Sean actually cleaned all this stuff for me because I made him a smoothie the other day. This is my cheat code. I've shown this before in a clip, but just as a little refresher, Sean's not here, so I'm not gonna do 2 bananas, but usually I would do 2 bananas, but we're gonna do the single man's method. So we got uno banana. Let me get a better view with the actual goddamn mother trucking with the can't even think right now with the blender. So you got 1 banana. You get a glass, whatever glass you want. And this is going to be how you gauge some other things. For protein, I do this Optimum Nutrition Whey Protein. I actually don't use this anymore because it's too expensive. Get what's at Costco. They have a chocolate flavor. I'm a chocolate guy. You can get whatever you want, but chocolate, banana, and peanut butter, you don't get better than that, boy. God dang. So that one's a spicy meatball. So I just do 1 scoop of that. Then we do armpit shot. Then you do 1 scoop of the PB Fit, which is just peanut butter powder. This is also protein powder. It's around a spoonful for 8 grams. So really this is really just to up my protein, because even when you think you're eating a lot of protein, you're not. You're not eating that much protein. So you're supposed to eat approximately 1 gram for every pound that you want to weigh, if that makes sense. So I want to weigh 175. That means I need to have 175 grams a day of protein, which is a lot. It's a lot, but like, and then eliminate as much calories and carbs as you can if you want to cut. But protein is always necessary. So I do usually around a cup of ice, mainly because I like a slushie, and this is like a fake slushie. So I do around a cup of ice. Doesn't have to be exact. I do, if you want like less slushy, more protein shake that's just cold and refreshing, do like 3/4 of a cup. I do a full cup. We'll throw this back in the freezer. Yes, I have store-bought ice, mainly because we were out of ice. Ugh. We were out of ice the other day, and your boy was like, I don't want to wait for it to freeze, so I had to get it. Anyways, onwards. It's been really strange. I have followed Ludwig's advice. Surprisingly, he taught me nothing as it pertains to League of Legends. And that one commenter, thank you, I forget his name. He went in depth. He saw my whole ass game. He was like, "Yo, don't gank mid, blah blah blah." I was a little tipsy that night. Like, I was hanging out with Sean. We got a couple of drinks at the bar, and I had a happy hour at work. So it's like I was barely even surviving. Hold on. Okay, this might be loud. Okay, I'm gonna go in the other room so you don't hear it. But yeah, so I was barely playing, honestly. But I mean, I was still playing. I was just tipsy, but not my best performance. And then that's it. That's pretty much all for the protein shake. And I can review the sketch that I did today. I didn't like it as much today, but I'll show you. We'll walk through the house again. Shank, 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 shank. Okay, onwards. Sorry, I had to do a slurp break. Slurpy slurp. Yeah, but the rock climb was rough. I try to do at least an hour. But since I go 3 times a week, it's kind of hard to do it 3 times. Yeah, the Camaro I did, it just was too, I tried to do it at an angle, like a different angle, but it just looks super chonky. Look how chonky that looks. So I should have made the hood longer. I was trying to do it so that it was like in perspective and had a little funky big tire, but it just turned out a little too cartoonish. That should be slapping, bro. Oh my God, it looks like I'm in a horror film with the light blinking. Anyways, yeah, I was at work late tonight because I'm prepping for the surprise, man. Y'all are gonna lose yo shit. I won't even front. You will lose your shit. It's one of the coolest, if not the coolest thing that I will ever do probably in my life. And it's on a whim. That's all I'm gonna say. It's on a whim, and I'm gonna do it by myself. So if you know, or you think you know, comment in this video and let's see if you can get it right. If you do know and you know me, do not say. But if you don't know me, you gotta guess. This should be slapping, bro. It'd be so good. Frick. This is better than any other league game that your boy could ever have. So the lesson I learned today has to do with feedback. And I want to thank the shouties for that feedback, because honestly, I am becoming a better storyteller, a better gamer, a better drawer, a better YouTuber, storyteller. I already said that. Better public speaker, not just now, but in general. And like, y'all are sharing the love, and like, I appreciate that. We're up to 34 subscribers. Like, genuinely, when I started this, I had 0. I had no one following me. And now we have 34 freaking followers. Holy shit. I'm just happy y'all are here. And a lot of you guys are watching. And that's kind of shocking to me. Like, when I first did this, I was not expecting anybody to watch anything. And yesterday I hit 100 views in a day. To me, that's pretty crazy. Like, to me, that is really extremely unusual. And you know why? This is what I was trying to allude to before. Ludwig had a lesson where if something is working, you do it over and over, but you mix in the new. And the trick with this that Ludwig taught me, and this is about to be clickbait, so just in case you're curious why you're here, this clickbait is why. Ludwig did say that if it's working, do it over. So his example was that he says, how I accidentally became blah, 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 the best Super Smash Bros. Player or whatever. And then it gets more and more views every time he does this, how I accidentally. So right now what's been working, and I've done it twice, and it has worked because I've gotten more views on those videos than I typically do, which is around 30 to 40. Yesterday's I got 95. The first video I posted with that same one was 400 views. It's my most viewed video. Was that Ludwig taught me nothing at Streamer University. Now, yes, it's topical. Yes, it's Ludwig, so it's name dropping. But I tried it again. I said Ludwig, blah, 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 Streamer University. Worked. It worked again. I mean, it worked yesterday. And, you know, it's weird that you're, like, I'm starting to play this game, which I don't know if it's necessarily healthy for storytelling, but it is, I guess, healthy. I wouldn't even call it healthy, but it is interesting that YouTube straight up is a game. Like that's what I'm starting to learn. Is that if I want views, I have to play the game. If I want more commentary, I have to play the game. And like, you guys tell me, like, do you want me to still play the game, or do you want me to, like, you know, freshen up or add more quality or spend more time doing these videos, or like during weekends, putting in more of the extra effort? Like, that's something I can do, but I also, your boy has also got a full-time job and also trying to like draw. But like, if that's something you guys want, like, I will put in that effort. But we still need to maintain the 3 rules, right? We still need to maintain, you know, 21 minutes of energy or more. No editing, which is really difficult in general. When I do these clips, I'm thinking about how I'm putting it together in my head and how it's going to transition over, like what I just did there. And in my nightly routine, I usually take a shower. Sometimes I'll game. Other times I will really just like chillax, watch some YouTube, vibe out, hang with Sean. Oh, I have a new update that I wanted to talk about. I forgot to talk about this. Some people have mentioned it, some haven't. I created the business cards. Remember we did this a long time ago? Created these business cards. I'm going to hold over the QR code so you can't scan it because I don't want to cheat the system. But this is the Run for Kids and Donate tag. There you go. I just don't want you to get the QR because really it's like, it's not that I don't want the donations, because I do, but whoa, what the hell was that? Did y'all hear that? Holy shit, that was a firework. Or like a car accident. I don't know what the fuck that was. Anyway, sorry. Man, this thing is slurping good. Yeah, so I should probably check and see where we're at with that New York Marathon, raising money. Last time I checked, we were at $500 of the $4,000. So that's 1/8 of the way there. And I haven't really put in too much effort. So what I'm going to do is I'll maybe prep a post tonight to send to my friends on like my story, see if I can get people, because I need to get 4,000 by October 7th. And so your boy's going to go crazy at this point. Like, I'm going to raise this money if my life depends on it. But yeah, I bought my ticket for New York. It's happening. I'm going. I ran 17 miles on Sunday. It's happening. I'm going. So let's go check it out. Let's see how much money have I raised. Okay, so we have raised, I guess I have yet to donate 3,540. So I was a little off. 460 is what I've had in donations so far. Last time we checked, this check-in was at $200. So I'm gonna change that now. So now we're about 1/8. So I'm gonna fill this guy in. 1/8, 1/8. Sorry, I'm drawing a bit. Which I'm gonna say 1/8 is about here maybe. So we're at $460. So $460. That's around 1/8, right? That looks around 1/8. So still a long way to go. But it's an improvement, you know? And this will be, you know, probably the next thing. I'll take a photo of this, take a photo of me mid-run, and then it'll go well. You know, people want to do it. Damn, that's bussin'. Oh my God. Damn. I wish I could eat this every single day of my life. I can, but I choose not to. I only do like 3 times a week where I eat this, drink this. I guess I could eat it. That'd be strange. Anyways, I want to go into this comment. So let's do a transition. Okay, we're transitioned. So let's go into some of the YouTube commentary. Okay, so it said, this is from Josh C 9846. I only watched a few minutes of this, but here's my advice to get out of bronze. Stop jungling. Brother. I'm not stopping jungling. That's the whole purpose. I need to beat Ludwig at the game. And he's a jungler. That means I gotta be a motherfucking jungler. You were late to your first camp, which I was definitely super late. Okay, I know that. I was slow, bro. Like I said, I was drinking all. You took a fight with Vi on the Scuttle Crab, and you could have killed her. Could have killed her if you matched her flash, which I tried to match her flash, but I was out of range, and like I said, my reaction speeds were just slow. Not excuses, but just I know. There was never been a need to contest that crab, but just go get the bottom scud, which is true. But Nocturne can do 1v1s, so like that's why I was committing. Then you commit to a mid gank. Okay, I never mid gank. I wanted to try something new. Clearly because I was feeling risky, and then basically established no priority because mid lane was overcommitted, so you didn't have anything. You walked into the tower and you got shots mid lane, which is, yes, I understand. That was a mistake. Then you walk straight into your death mid lane again because you're panning dragon. That was my bad, dude. I even say in the video that was avoidable. I should have just not done that. And yeah, I did click towards the Fizz, okay? And Fizz, I know Fizz cannot be ganked, basically. So I appreciate the advice. I'm gonna give that a thumbs up. I think it is good advice. The only thing I'm not gonna take from that is I'm not gonna stop jungling. Like that's the whole point. Stellar Erickson said, hey, I don't know this game, but you played great in my eyes. Love that shit. I'ma love that shit. Because, you know, sometimes it's about just having fun at the fucking game. Even if you lose. And also sometimes it's fun to just cuss when you lose. That's what I say, at least. A little bit. We had some other comments, but these are just let me see. This is just unresponded, so let's go to full responded. Somebody said I was so cute. I love that advice. That's great advice. I'll continue to be cute. That was from Inderot. Somebody asked what my day job is. I've mentioned this before. My day job is an engineer. I am a manufacturing engineer by trade, but I learned mechanical engineering and mechanical design. I want to become something different. I want to do design more artistry-wise. That's why I do my daily sketches. Yes, sir, you popped up on my feed and gave a little confetti. That was Liam Maving. Oh, yeah, the other one, sorry, was Double U2. Yeah, this guy said, yes, sir, you popped up in my feed. Confetti popper. I was like, okay. Don't really know what that means, but hey, I saw you on my recommended. Not a huge fan of League, so I probably won't come back. But I wanted to say good luck and keep pushing. I mean, that's like I said, it's just like the community is so nice. So thank you guys for being so nice. Like, it's insane the amount of comments I've gotten in the past 5 days, where I think before I never got that commentary. And these are the shouties, man. I see Susan came through. Susan's a homie. Shout out to Susan. And yeah, I do want your commentary today, for show, because one, I want your guesses of what am I gonna do that's crazy. Because these next few videos in the next week are going to be the most insane, craziest things I will post probably for the rest of the year. So I don't know how it's gonna work because these days are gonna be insane. But I will just say that like it's gonna be really exciting. It's just gonna be really difficult, the environment that I'm in, until week 2. So week 1 maybe wishy-washy but really cool. Week 2 is gonna be awesome. Let's just say week 2 is gonna be awesome. And I'm probably gonna have to take down this camera that's up here. So that's what I got today. I got a protein shake. I usually do some sort of video game. I'm going to take a shower. Y'all don't need to see that. I thought about it. You know, I thought about maybe like doing like a shower upper half. But it's like, I know people that watch this. I don't really want to show y'all that. I thought about it though. But it's still too intimate for right now. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it. I wanted to go over some commentary because, you know, I really appreciate it. I mean, this is the feedback I was expecting when I first started doing this, and, you know, the feedback is really necessary. I mean, it's about my video games. It's about, oh yeah, somebody said that they loved FUD 2000. That was like an earlier video that I did, and I love that. Like, I appreciate that they love it. It's in a sketch part of town. But yeah, that's why I do the things that I do. I want to share the story with you. I want to celebrate random ass locations in the middle of the Tenderloin. When you're visiting, you know, San Francisco, you don't want to go there, but then you want some really good pho, you go there. Go to FUD 2000. Damn, shout out. All right, well, thank you guys for watching, and you know, as always, I'll see you tomorrow, and yeah. Hopefully we get some donations this week, and I'm gonna hit the showers. Adios.